All right, so solving two-step equations. So far, we have learned how to solve one-step equations. So they're called one-step equations because they're equations that look like this. I have x plus 3 is going to be equal to 7, right? So in this case, I have x plus 3 is equal to 7, all right? So I want to get x by itself, right? So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 3 from both sides. This goes away. I have x left over here, and I have 7 minus 3, which is going to be equal to 4. So there's one step involved. All I do is I subtract this, and I have the x isolated all by itself. And that's what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to get to a point where I have x all by itself, right? So this is why we call this a one-step equation, okay? Another example of a one-step equation is going to be something like 4x is equal to 20, okay? If I have something like 4x equal to 20, how am I going to solve for x? Josh?
Well, my bad. I wasn't listening to the other one because I was trying to get my book and my notebook out.
Okay, so
Yes,
I'm trying to
sir.
solve 4x is equal to 20. How am I going to solve this?
20 divided by 4.
Thank you, not so Josh. I'm going to divide both sides by 4, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the 4 is going to go away. X is going to be equal to 4 divided by 20 divided by 4, which is going to be equal to 5. And that's your answer, okay? All right. So this is another type of one-step equation, right? Because you took one step, you did one thing, and you got to your answer, okay? All right. So today we're going to talk about solving two-step equations, okay? So let's go and see if we can go ahead and start working on that. So let's go to page 120. We have an example 1 where we have 3x plus 7 is equal to minus 5. Okay? So again, just as we talked about before, our main goal is to isolate x by itself. So in order to isolate x by itself, okay, I really have only two options here, right? I can get rid of the 3 or I can get rid of the 7. Okay? Can anybody tell me how I would get rid of the 7? Pastor, how would I get rid of the 7 on this equation? Pastor?
Yeah.
How am I going to get rid of the 7 here from this equation? On the left-hand side, I have a 7 here. How am I going to get rid of that 7? What can I do to both sides of the equations?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Delilah, some help.
Would you times it by x?
Okay, if I times everything by x, that's not a good thing because then I would have 3x squared plus 7x equals to minus 5x. I don't like that, okay?
Would you add 7 and 3 together?
Can I do that?
No.
Are these two like terms?
No.
They're not, right? So you can't do that. Okay, but you're exploring different things. So this is good. What if I had this? How to isolate x?
Take away 7 from both sides.
I would take away 7 from both sides, right? Okay, but we're going to do the same thing here, even though I have 3x, because at least that gets rid of the 7, right? So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. 7 goes away. I end up with 3x. Over here, I have -5 minus 7. So if I do that, rows, what am I going to get? -5 minus 7. Rows?
It's a negative, right?
Yeah, because you have a negative and a negative, so it's going to be a negative number.
Well,
Negative
Equal.
12, exactly. Good job. So it'll be negative 12, right? So now I have 3x mine is equal to negative 12. So I'm pretty much down to a one-step equation, right? So this is a great improvement from where I started from, right? Because I started from here, right? Right, so to get from here, now I'm down to here. Because now I only have one step left, right? And that's just to get rid of the 3. And the way I get rid of the 3 would be what? AJ, how would I get rid of this 3?
12 divided by 3.
Exactly. So you would divide both sides by 3, right? So this 3 would go away. And then I have x is going to be equal to negative 12 divided by 3, right? So it's a negative number divided by a positive number. So AJ, is that a negative number or a positive number?
A negative divided by a positive is a positive.
The negative.
Oh, negative.
Negative number.
Yeah.
12 divided by 3 is what?
4.
Exactly. So your answer is x equal to negative 4. Okay? All right? So how would I gone through all this and I found the answer. Okay? So I am positive this is the answer. Now, how would I check to make sure this is an answer? Right? Then I would go back to the original equation and see if this works when I plug the x equals negative 4 in here, right? So it'd be 3 times negative 4 plus 7. 3 times negative 4 is minus 12, plus 7 is equal to minus 5. So again, it looks like it does work. So because I do get the negative 5 that I'm supposed to get. So this is how you would check your answer. Okay? All right. Good. Let's move on to the next one. Example number 2. Example number 2, I have x divided by 2 minus 3 is equal to 1. Okay. All right. So again, we're going to do the same thing that we did before. Okay. So we're probably, so what is the first step that we're going to have to do? Phelan, tell me what the first step here that you would do here.
I don't know.
Well, take a guess. You want the x by itself. Somewhere down the line, you want to get x by itself. Okay? So what is the first thing you're going to do?
I don't know. X divided by 2.
Well, this is x divided by 2, right? But you want to get x divided by 2 all by itself. Which means that you need to get rid of the negative 3. The minus 3. How are you going to get rid of the minus 3? Ryan.
Sorry, my brother was talking to me.
Ryan, how would you do this?
1 divided by negative 3.
No. Okay, I'm asking Ryan now. Ryan, how would you do this? What would be the first step here?
Like what Phelan said, 1 divided by negative 3.
You would want to add 3 on both sides, right?
Oh, yeah.
The reason being is because then you get rid of the 3 here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to get x divided by 2 here, and here I have 1 plus 3, which is 4. Okay? So now I have x something divided by 2 is equal to 4. Okay. So Pastor, what is my next step? Pastor?
Yeah.
I have x divided by 2 is equal to 4. How would I solve for x?
Divided by 2.
Huh? What number divided by 2 is 4?
Multiplied by 2 each side.
So you multiply each side by 2, right? So this 2 and this 2 would go away. I have x is equal to 4 times 2, which is what?
8.
8. There you go. So your answer is 8. Okay? All right, so that's that. Let's go to example number 3. Example number 3. We have 7 minus 4y is equal to 19. So how am I going to solve this? I want to isolate the 4y first, which means I want to get rid of the 7. Okay, if I want to get rid of the 7, how am I going to get rid of the 7? Logan?
You're gonna subtract 7.
I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. Exactly. Good job. So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. So I'm going to get, well, the 7's cancel out. I have negative 4y. Then I have 19 minus 7. Logan, what is 19 minus 7?
12.
12. Okay, so now I have negative 4y is equal to 12. Well, how am I going to get rid of the negative 4 here?
Divide the negative 4.
Divide by negative 4, exactly, right? Divide by negative 4. So negative 4s and negative 4s cancel out. I get y is going to be equal to 12 divided by negative 4. So it's a positive number divided by a negative number. And that would be what?
Negative 3.
Negative 3, exactly. Good job. So y is equal to negative 3, okay? So this is how you would do it. Okay, let's flip the page. And last but not least, we have example number 4. In example number 4, we actually have a word problem here. So it says, find the monthly payment for the drum set described on page 120. So go back to page 120. It says drum set, top of page 120. You are buying a drum set that costs $495. The music store lets you make a down payment. You can pay the remaining cost in 3 equal monthly payments. Okay, so you can stretch it out for 3 months, right? As long as you put down the down payment. Okay. You make a down payment of $150. How much is each monthly payment? Okay. So how many monthly payments are you making here? What?
12.
12? Read the question again. It says you can pay the remaining cost in 3 equal monthly payments. So how many monthly payments are you going to make?
3.
3, right? So I don't know how much I'm paying per month, but I'm going to do that 3 times, right? But I also, not only am I going to pay that, I'm also going to pay the down payment, right? What was my down payment? My down payment was $150, and this has to be equal to the total purchase price, right? Which was $495. So this is what we're trying to solve, okay? In other words, on this word problem, getting this guy is the most important thing. Because if you do not get this right, you're not going to get the right answer, because you're solving the wrong equation. So you want to solve the right equation. So this is, excuse me, the right equation. Okay? So now to solve this, what's the first step I'm going to do? Phelan, tell me what the first step I'm going to do is.
150 divided by 495.
You're gonna get rid, you're gonna subtract 150 on both sides, right? Because it's an
Mhm.
addition here, because you have the addition sign, so you're gonna subtract 150 from both sides. And since there's an addition and a subtraction, it cancels out. So I have 3x left. 495 minus 150 is 345. So I have 3 times something is 345. So what am I going to do, Phelan?
Divide.
Divide by 3 on both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the 3's cancel out. X is going to be equal to 115. Okay? So it looks like you're going to pay $115 for 3 months. And then you're going to add that to the down payment of $150 that you already made. And that's going to be your total of $495. Okay? All right. So we're done with that 3.1.